everybody. God, I'm so tired today. Hi, my name's Hannah Parker. I'm the principal community analyst for Blue Shark Friends, and I am, uh, and we're here to uh, teach you how to build digital community.
And I'm Josie, Stewart, and I'm the principal software engineer.
A while back, we changed my title from principal business analyst to principal community analyst, and it's my favorite. I love it. It's more accurate to what I do. I just have to actually come up with like a
I
workflow.
feel like we need a shark up here.
Okay, there. We have a shark. My shark. Ah, God, the last 2 weeks has been so much. So aside from the world trying to end, again, like usual, um, last week we got to visit with one of our friends and meet some of the queer youth that they've been supporting. And we got to show them Shiver Doc, which was kind of the first time we really launched that out in the field. Everything went wrong, like usual. Uh, but
We
we,
actually really liked it.
yeah, it was a total hit. um, the idea of queer youth being able to build their own websites, being able to have like full ownership of it, really made a difference, and people really saw the value in that. And um, that was really cool. So we're working on a project for that. Um, just starting. Also, landed our first vendor, which is really awesome. I still have to write up the actual contract for it. Um, that's I'm the reason why the things aren't getting done. It's fine. It's fine. There's this wild um I guess these lives, a lot of what I've been trying to teach people to do is how to start their own businesses, how to like get started in reaching out to their community and asking for support. And there's this aspect of that I feel gets a lot of people stuck right at the beginning because they think of just how big of a project starting your own business is. And it's a lie. Like, it's a lie and it's not a lie. Like, starting your own business isn't like easy. But at the same
There's a
time,
reason we're always tired every time we have to do a live stream.
we're not supposed to tell them that. We're supposed to lie, Josie.
No, but see, this is the part where, you know, showing the fact that we just half-ass it all the time because
Yeah.
we're constantly burned out, and yet we're still here.
Yeah.
We're still
We're still
here.
here.
We still have people interested in what we're doing. You know, it's yeah, it's definitely not something that we can do all by ourselves. But we're fortunate that so many people have taken an interest in it
We're
and
lucky.
really made it,
Yeah.
a reality.
Because it's the support of other people that makes it happen. It's not something special about me or Josie. And it's the thing that like is the hardest to tell people is like there is no special characteristic that made us good at this. We're not good at this. I don't know if you've noticed. we're we're just muddling through it. But we keep making progress because when you muddle through with your community shows up for you. And our community keeps showing up for us. And like, oh, I need to use this as an example because the way Josie said half-assing it, I need you to like really capture that. So when we did our Kickstarter, which Josie can pull up on screen so you can click it and go to our Kickstarter if you want, because now it's a shop and you can buy stuff from us. Um, what it allowed us to do is create streams of revenue for different deckhands, for our different independent contractors. And what we realized was we don't have enough visibility to get people coming to our shop all the time. So instead, what we're trying to do is actually land explicit vendors. And we like landed our first vendor and they placed an order. And I've been needing to put together the contract for that so we can all get it all working together for over a week now. And like, that's hard and frustrating. But also, I know that I'm safe with the people that are depending on me. And that's really lucky. That's we live in this world where we're saying, okay, I I understand that we're all disabled and we're just gonna do the best we can with what we have, and that's going to have to be okay. And we're building an economy where that's okay. And so if you're thinking, I wanna do this, but I just don't know how to start, there's no way I could make a living off of this, I don't have the energy to put myself out there all the time. It's like, don't put yourself out there, half-ass it. No, don't even half-ass it, like, 1/100th ass it. Like, maybe all you do is say, "Hey, I am willing to do work for money for this one particular person that I explicitly trust to let me do it at my own time, on my own time scale, and to be able to just do the best I can, and we're just going to accept that it's going to move as slowly as it does." And that might be all you do. We had one of our deckhands, because we had to do tax stuff, and we were, like, sending out the forums about how much we paid people, and there was one that we paid them $20, and I was like, "I didn't realize it was all that we got paid out that time," and that's fine. That's how we started, and because we started with something small, now we can do something bigger next, and we're growing these muscles of trust and interdependence, and they grow slowly. The only way to get started is to just get started. Which leads me to our secondary news. There's a part of me that's like, Josie, we should just make a banner on top of our website that says, second Kickstarter for Sonder Speculation is live.
Yeah, I want to add some stuff about it, but it's not going to happen today.
Yeah, I know it's not going to happen today. Okay, Sonder Speculation. So, and I didn't prep you for this, but if you can, I would love it if you pulled up the article that Cara wrote for us. That was
The Facebook one or
no, the one that we traded a website for. From the very, very beginning, I know it's gonna take you a second to find,
yeah.
because 'cause I'm a monster.
Right.
Um, so Cara was literally our first client, and we did a mutual aid trade where we built her website. In exchange, she wrote um, kind of an essay about the story of our founding, which was really cool. Still, like, one of the best essays I've ever read. Um, and good luck, because I can't remember where it is.
It's okay, I'll find it.
Okay.
Keep talking.
uh, um, and we've still been working on figuring out exactly where we're going to put it on our website, which is why it's not up there yet. I think it's going to be like a part two after our initial Our Story, but we need to turn that into a blog, and that's just a project that we haven't gotten to. Putting that aside, so we made this trade, and she did an amazing job, and we built her website, and that was our initial um, proof of concept, really, that this style of working together and building could actually work. Um, well, she took these ideas and ran with them and started a sci-fi anthology book, which is so cool. It's called Sonder Speculation. You can find it at sonderspeculation.com. Um, and she launched a Kickstarter for it. She did a Kickstarter for it before we did.
Sonderspeculation.com is actually not updated yet. It still only lists issue one.
Oh.
But there is a Kickstarter
Sorry.
link. I'll put it on screen.
Should have prepped better. But yeah, there's a Kickstarter link. This is the second issue. So I actually got to write as an author for the first issue, which was really cool. Like I got to see my name in a published work. That felt like magic. And now there's a second issue. I don't My brain's breaking that there's a second issue. How incredible is that? And this is just a an anthology magazine that kind of brought a bunch of different people together. Cars people, Cars community. And she's on her second issue now. Um, Her first Kickstarter is what inspired us to do a Kickstarter, and that Kickstarter is what led to our first shop. So, woo, you found it. Good job, Josie. Um, so we're just so indebted to her, not just like if you go to bluesharkfriends.com/Kickstarter, um, one of the very first pieces you'll see is a free design of our community building methodology. She made that. That was all her. So if you want an idea of how beautiful this sci-fi anthology book is, like there's a free sample on our site. Um, it's totally worth it. And I am so excited for the second issue. I wrote about my mom. So yeah, if you're interested in seeing that story, let me know. But today, just today, Josie told me something about how Anthropic's trying to end the world. And I just got so discouraged. And I was like, what am I even going to talk about? I don't want to do this. I know that we're making progress, but I keep thinking about all the things I haven't done yet. And I feel like such a failure. Because, of course, I feel like such a failure because capitalism is made to make us feel like such a failure. But it doesn't change the fact that it's all there. It's all bubbling. And I just went and I took a gummy and I laid down and I was like, wake me up when September comes. Um, and then I got a message from Kara saying that the Kickstarter was live for the second issue. And I had no idea it was going to be live today. I wrote a story for it like 6 months ago. I don't know. It was like it really is her labor of love and her way of supporting her community. And the fact that there was this burst of energy and creativity and pushing something new into the world that affected me and included me, but wasn't coming straight from me, like, that's the magic. Like, that's what made me feel like I actually could do this live stream because it was like, oh, there's the world isn't just the news. Like, I am part of a community, and that community is building new things for each other and supporting each other and exploring and creating, and that's beautiful. Um, that's what Blue Shark Friends is about. That was our goal. We we're like, what does success look like? The second issue of Sonder Speculation just came out. That's like I want to be careful to like not make it seem like I'm getting any credit because this is like all Kara. I, I wrote a short story that was like 3,000 words, and then I stopped thinking about it for like 6 months. Um, like that's, but that's what's amazing is that if we choose to reorient ourselves toward each other in ways where we economically support each other, um, however that looks, whether that's you starting a business, you working as an independent contractor for someone, you volunteering your labor for free for someone, um, however you do that. Though I will parenthetically say, you're valuable, your work is valuable, you deserve to be treated as an economic entity. And um, that's part of why I tell people everyone should start a business, not because everyone needs to be the fancy entrepreneur who starts Google. Like, no, you don't need to work 60 hours a week or 40 hours a week or 10 hours a week. Maybe all you do is spend 2 hours a month putting some effort to one idea you have. But the idea of other people being able to see that and deciding whether or not they're going to support you, other people being able to say, I see what skills you have. Could you use them here for me? We don't get to show each other what that looks like until we show each other what that looks like. And listen, if you've been wondering, how can I support Blue Shark Friends? Because their Kickstarter didn't fund, and I don't think I want to buy anything that's on their shop. Because those are two ways, just so you know. Um, share the Sonder Speculation Kickstarter. That supports us. Not only because actually Josie got to write in this one too. I didn't even mention that. Josie wrote a short story. I haven't even read it yet because I'm a terrible partner. Uh, I haven't even read it yet, so I'm so excited to get the book and get to read it. But yeah, so uh, Kara's project, she splits the proceeds evenly among all the people who participate in putting the book together. And so we'll literally get paid, which is really cool. But even more so, the more that she experiences success, the more stable our community is, the more our community can experience success because we're all in this together. And being able to show you what that looks like virtually, that's been the goal of Blue Shark Friends. And yeah, I'm I'm excited. I'm excited for this year. Um, we're still getting our feet under us, and I'm realizing that that's okay. It's just going to be a slow startup, but I remember just how much we accomplished last year, and I think we're going to accomplish even more this year.
But we did finally submit an updated PDF of the shipper zine to our local printer, so hopefully we'll have some word back soon on, um, being able to get prints of those, and that way we can sell those from the Kickstarter too. If you were hoping to get a paperback copy instead of the free PDF, so keep your eyes out for that.
Yeah, we had to switch publishers. What are they called?
Printers,
Printers. We had to switch printers on that on a dime, and so um,
because we were
that's kind of
planning
been what's been blocking us from getting all of the Kickstarter rewards out is getting that back in place.
on doing a print on demand service for the Kickstarter specifically. But now that we're not doing it just as a Kickstarter reward, but just kind of trying to put more of the designs out there. Um, we thought it would be important to have a local printer. So it
Yep.
took us a while to get around to checking all the boxes for that, but we're here and hopefully we'll like what they have to make for us. So we'll find out.
Yeah, and I'm excited for it. I'm excited for where we're going. It's good, and um, yeah, I'm proud of us. I'm proud of Kara. Um, I needed I needed that news today, and it meant a lot. So I'm really excited about it.
Yeah. Do we have any other news? I'm trying to remember.
I feel like we do, but I can't think of it. The
Oh,
We are still putting
did
together the onboarding process.
yeah. We did we mention on the last live stream that we brought back the items for the food pantry
No, because we didn't. The last live stream was before we
before
took
we
the
even
trip.
went there? Yeah.
We have two people who. So I guess as good a time as any mentioned, we're in Denver, Colorado. I don't usually actually say that on lives. Um, but yeah, so we have some food pantry items that were given to us to distribute among the community. When Snap got canceled during our Kickstarter last year, one of the things that we realized we wanted to work on was our food security. And now we have some stuff in place so that we can be more food secure.
And we did a hand delivery of some of them to people in our immediate
Yeah.
circle, but we're also planning on distributing those to the folks who volunteered to host the items. And so if you are local to Denver or kind of the greater Denver area of Colorado and you need food, let us know
Yeah.
and
Being
we'll be
us.
able to get you in touch with the right people. So
Yeah. So that's really exciting. It's like this tiny food pantry on top of our dining room table.
and if you're one of the folks in multiple other places who follows and supports us, and you want to try to do something like this in your area, let us know and we'll pass on what knowledge we have. We can't really help much resource wise. So we're fortunate to be donated the resources.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we're happy to help logistically if that's a challenge for you. Um,
Yeah.
we would love to be able to point people to resources in their areas as well. So we work with folks who are not only in Colorado, but in other states and even other countries. So yeah, just let us know if that's something that you want to help coordinate for your area.
Yep. Um, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you all for tuning in.
And I just want to say, like I try to always end with something like this. I believe in you. You can do this. I really believe you can do this. It's not about being able to live off of um, whatever business you start. Chances of that happening in the first 2 to 3 years are low. So
Yeah.
if you decide to go our route where we don't raise capital but we raise labor, um, chances of that are even lower.
Yeah.
But the it's not about getting to a point where we're self-sustaining
Yeah. We're not
because we want to be interdependently sustaining.
right. We're not trying to be a quick replacement for our regular incomes. Um, we're trying to do something slow and accessible to us and that can actually have a chance to build a network of trust and not build around where the money is. So
Yeah. Actually, I used this phrase recently. Because if you're paying the international politics, you've started to recognize that other blocks and countries are starting to slowly disentangle themselves from the United States. And I've seen estimates that say the whole process is probably going to take like a decade. That's how we're thinking about what we're doing. We're slowly disentangling ourselves from the unethical organizations that are running our economy. And being able to get from where we are to fully independent is probably going to take at least a decade.
At least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is just the work we have to do.
Mhm. But in the meantime, we already have our community here. Like it'll continue to grow, and you can't underestimate how important it is to build that community, even if it's not a source of financial support yet, because it's the support comes into play in so many other ways beyond just the financial.
Yep. So keep keep doing the work. You got this. We believe in you and we're rooting for you. Okay. Bye everyone.